Hello everyone. So today we are going to start a Python series. So in this series we'll be covering from basic to advanced. So beginner as well as person having experience with Python can see this series. So without wasting time, we can go to the first video, that is introduction to the Python. So first question come here, what is Python? Okay, so Python is high level interpreted object oriented programming language. Okay, we can call this as a scripting language. So Python was actually designed for highly readable. Okay, and we can see Python has very few synthetical uh, construction than other language. Okay, simply in Python we write print, then we pass any string there, it prints, but in other language we have to write more code to print anything. So Python, we can see Python is very important for the student and working professional to become a great software engineer when they are working in the web development domain. I have listed below some of the advantages of the Python you can see here. So first advantage is Python is interpreted, means Python is processed at runtime by the interpreter. You do not need to compile your program before executing it. So this is basically similar to Perl and PHP language. Another advantage we can say Python is interactive. So the second point is Python is interactive. This means you can actually sit in the Python prompt and interact with the interpreter directly to write your programs. So this makes this Python as an interactive. And Python is also object oriented. Okay, this means Python supports all the object oriented styles like polymorphism, encapsulation, class object, everything it follows. So you have a advantage of ops is in Python as well. And Python is also very useful for the beginner. Okay, since Python is supports very easy syntax to write any program. Okay, so other thing is Python is versatile language and used for various purposes such as web development, machine learning, data analysis, etc. Okay, so this was the introduction to the Python. And Python was it was developed in 1991. Okay, and later it was acquired by Python organization, so it was named as a Python programming language. Now we can see how Python code is executed. Okay, first to write any Python program you have to create a file, okay, with .py extension. .py extension. So let me create one file here. So I'm going to write here introduction, introduction .py. So this .py is necessary to create a Python file. So this will be your source file where you will be writing your code here. So see how simple is a first Python program. Simply you have to write the print method. Okay, so in print method, if you pass any string here, like say hello world, hello world. Okay, now you will see the result of this. Okay, in the below you see hello world is printed. So this is very simple uh, programming language here. Okay, now in Python we don't give this semicolon here. Okay, without semicolon also we can execute these codes, but in other programming language we have to give this semicolon things. So what happens if we give semicolon in Python? Let's see. Okay, still the result is coming, but in Python it is not necessary to give. We do not give this semicolon thing in Python. Now let us move to next topic here, how Python code is executed. So first Python code is executed line by line using the Python interpreter. The Python interpreter actually is responsible to convert the source file of Python into bytecode. Okay, so we have a Python virtual machine in the system which takes the source code and converts into the bytecode, and later on this bytecode is converted into the machine code. So you can see I have explained below this thing. Before that, we how we can install this. To install this, I have listed here some of the steps here. You can visit this URL, and from there you can download the Python 3x version. So as of now, today the Python is 3.13 version is going on. So you can download this in your system. After the download, you can follow these steps like run the Python installer you have downloaded, then checkbox and add this to your path. After this you can click install now, then you can click on the close button at last. Then your Python will be installed. Now let us move next step here. So once you install the Python, you can see the Python is installed or not by checking the version in your command prompt. Now let us go and check the command prompt here. See, so as of now you can see the 3.13.2 version of Python is installed in my system. So I can work now with a Python program here. Now let us see some more question here, how Python virtual machine works. Okay, so I have already told you, like Python virtual machine is a component which is responsible for the Python code. Okay, this PVM is a runtime engine of the Python. It provides the uh, machine code instruction to the CPU for the execution. So PVM is actually known as Python interpreter. This is the main interpreter of the Python. Okay, now the very important question we can see here, how .py file, that is a Python source file, is executed. So first is like source code execution. When you run a Python script .py file, the Python interpreter reads the source code line by line. First step is completed. Second step is compilation to the bytecode. Now the interpreter compiles the source code into the bytecode, which is the lower level platform independent representation of the source code here. You can see, then this bytecode is stored in the form of .pyc file. Pyc file you can see here. And how it is executed by the PVM, the Python virtual machine execute this bytecode. The virtual machine is responsible for converting this bytecode into the machine code uh, that CPU can execute. Okay, here is the step by step how you can do this. Let me explain you. First step is like when you write the code in the py file. Okay, then when you run the script, when you run this Python file, then the Python interpreter compiles the .py file into the bytecode, that is .pyc file. Okay, then what happens in the execution time, the PVM reads this file .pyc, which is the compiled file, then execute this bytecode and convert into the machine code that the CPU can understand. Okay, so this is a simple program. I have shown you here. Let me show you. This is a simple program, and which we can from this we can start our Python. And what is this print function here? So in introduction I have also explained this print function here. So you can see print function in Python is used to output the text or other data to the console. So whatever you are passing to this, the print function will list here. Let me run this file, this one. So you can see whatever you have passed to the print function you can see on the console. That is the point written here. Okay, now we can see some more points here. It is built-in function that takes one or more arguments and displays them as a string. Okay, so it this print function takes one or more than one argument and it can display, like we can say, as of now here I have given only one argument. Let me pass here, or the print here, let me pass here daily. Let me pass some more argument like Mumbai. Okay, let us see two argument. As of now, for two argument it is printing or not. Yeah, we can see Delhi and Mumbai. Okay, and let me go and see some more points here. It is built-in function that takes one or more argument and display them as a string. So this point is covered. Now the basic uses we can see, like the print function can take multiple arguments separated by comma. So we are separating this by comma and we'll print them with a space in between. So two things I have passed here, two arguments here and separated by comma. Okay, so whatever space you are giving between them, that does not care, but there will be a single space separator between these two words. So this is the point which we have written here. And int parameter we can see print ints with a new line character. Okay, so if you are going to write any more thing, then it will end with a new line will be printed here. So here we can see like hello sib. Okay, so this hello sib will be printed now in the new line, so it will add a new line to it. Now separator, you can see you can specify a custom separator between the argument using the sep parameter. So now we are coming with these two more examples here. Let me show you here. Here you can see we are having two more separator here. One is int and another is this separator dash. So if you are having multiple arguments here and if you are passing shape and whatever the sign here, so it will print, and between these two words this will be the separator here. Now let me comment the above code. Okay, now let me print this. So here you can see int means int argument. What does it do? It does not complete the new that lines. Okay, without ending that line, it will append this text into that line only. Okay, so this is the function of end line here. You can see after this it should print this text should print in the next line, but it is in the same line. Okay, so if you provide end here, then without a new line at the end, it will not add a new line here. Okay, this next print will be printed also in the same line. So if you have such requirement, then you can use this end argument in the print function. Okay, other thing is like separator. So two words, hello and world, between this if you want any separator, then you can provide that one. Okay, and in end also, if you want to provide anything, then it will end, but it will end with that symbol. Like let me put here full stuff here. So now let me run here this. You can see full stop, it ended with a full stop, but new line was not added. So such requirement we can do with the end function here, not end function, end argument here. Okay, so this is the explanation of the print function. Now let us see more explanation. Okay, the print function is a versatile and commonly used for debugging. Okay, print function actually what does, if you want to see what are the values of the variables in the console for debugging purpose, then we can go for the print function. When you like this is the introduction.py. I have given example.py example. So suppose I have written this program print function hello world in example.py. Okay, so this will be the file where I will be writing my source code. After that this Python virtual machine converts this into .pyc file in this format. okay, but it will be in the same folder. Okay, then uh, this pvm executes the bytecode, resulting you are seeing this hello world on the console. On the console you are able to see. Okay, so this is all about this. And this line also explains the same thing, you can go through this all. So this is how the python first program we have